Hello everyone, my name is Gracian and welcome back to episode 7 of this Let's Play of Legend of Keepers as the Goddess, which is the new DLC. So we are continuing on from our last week. I think we fought a champion in the last episode, I don't quite remember, but we have some motivational changes here. Let's go ahead and get Prava over here for events. We'll get Sharon here in a second. We have a fair amount of these resources, so we'll probably hit the Alchemist and get some gold out of it. And not a ton of gold, so we might do an event. Bloodthirsty Coach. Some kind of ogre claiming to be a monster trainer offers you his services in exchange for some fresh blood. One of your employees could help you lower the price. So +1 level for these two monsters for 35 blood. Yeah, hell yeah. That's a great deal. Business trip. I do have 5 artifacts now. Heroes affected by burn, lose 30 speed. Not super helpful for us here. Could send Brutalis away for quite a bit of cash and some tiers. I think we'll go ahead and do that. And then we have, yeah, everybody's back in who's available. So we do have the Alchemist. I think it's probably time to do that. Or is this going to be the last character? We'll find out. So we can convert blood and tears into 75 gold. And it's only 10. We can do that, like, a lot. And get absolutely rich. Save a little bit for events. Actually, my god, we have... Oh my god, we're rich! I've never had this much gold. Going crazy with gold here. Oh yeah, that's the final one, so we don't even need all this money. Well, let's go to the merchant. Let's buy a bunch of stuff. We don't need any of this stuff. These are level 2s. This is a level 2 trap. Vulture. Now, this is a mummy. Back air damage. 40 air damage applies wraps to the monsters in front of the vulture. Now that could be useful because we could get it onto our sarcophagus that way. And then let's renew it. We have money. Flying dagger applies bleeding. That's not a bad trap, but not really synergizing with what we have. Here's a level 2 ghost. Did we lose our ghost for some reason? Oh, he's just away at the moment. We don't really need this, but why not? Who cares? We got so much money to burn, it's not even funny. Whoa! Abyssal War. What is this thing? Abyssal Warrior. Damage. Applies burn to the heroes if the target's life is under 50%. Ice damage. Applies frostbite. Okay, well, we don't need this. I might buy her just because. She's cool. And then let's leave. And then we've got our champion, so let's reorganize our rooms here. It does not matter. Nobody needs to heal up because this is the last fight anyway. So we want our Sicilis here in the front group because we want to try to get these wraps onto targets before we hit the sarcophagus because they actually go onto the sarcophagus, right? She has some kind of ability. Wrap stacks on monsters in previous rooms are applied to the sarcophagus of Isis instead of triggering their effects. Yeah, so when a hero kills a monster in a group of monsters before the sarcophagus, they don't lose that maximum morale percent. The wraps get expended, but then they transfer to the sarcophagus. And then we saw in the last episode, or maybe the one before, that the sarcophagus has an ability that scales with the number of wraps. So if we can get a bunch of wraps onto the next sarcophagus, that's actually really, really helpful. So gain wraps at the start of its turn. So we want you over here. Anybody else have any wraps abilities? Gain wraps when a monster of the group is defeated. So maybe we'll try to load up our... Yeah, so we'll bring these 3 in for wraps, unless the sarcophagus is before the first group of monsters, which is possible. And then we'll just use a straight morale team here. And then our second group will have some mixed damage types in here, I think. So that should work really well. We've got tons of trap options. We didn't get a chance to upgrade our Nightmare Mirror, but that's okay. So let's head on into these champions. So we have a Disciple level 6, a Valkyrie level 6, and then here's our champion, the Huntress, who's level 8. Wow, she is a beast of a unit with 505 morale and 840 health. The attack applies stunned if the Huntress is affected by at least one penalty. Applies enraged to all heroes when the hunter kills a monster. So she's pretty dangerous. The Valkyrie gains 2 random bonuses, 5 when the Valkyrie is killed. Oh, sorry, other heroes. Okay, wow. And her attack removes 2 stacks of a random bonus from each target hit. That's going to be a bit of a problem. I don't know if wraps count, so I hope not. Ice damage, applies frostbite. Removes penalties from all heroes at the start of his turn once. Ooh, and he heals morale every turn, so to be careful with that. That's a bit of a problem. So do we want to do the wraps thing? I think it's worth a try. Okay, so we have ice in the front, physical in the back. But we want this guy in the... But he'll die too quickly. That'll work. So we got our wraps team here. Shell 2 to the next group of 2 monsters. Well, that's a bit of a problem because we only have 1 group. Oh, maximum morale back. Dang. Okay, so we're really looking to try to harm them here rather than scare them out. Nature damage and nature weakness. This does morale, though, is the problem. We may have to do mixed. The shell is still useful. Spell room, sarcophagus room. She's cute. Trap room number 2. Probably in the nightmare mirror. Resting room. Monster room. So who is slower than this guy? 80? Wow, 2 of them are faster, so that's going to be a problem. We also want to deal... We want ice resistance in the front. Like this disciple. And we want physical resistance in the back. Iron Man in the back here. And then the middle is going to be taking a bit of air damage. Just slap the ghost in. This will be a weird battle, I think.
Pray to me.
I'm not really feeling like I've put any kind of synergy together here, so we'll see what happens. Desert Gravediggers. Air damage. Attack an additional time if at least 1 hero has been killed. Simoon. Air damage. Apply wraps to the monsters in front of the vulture. Ice damage to the front. A little bit of morale. Ricochets to the hero position behind the target if their morale is under 50%. Or their weakest type. This is going to do so little damage that it doesn't register in the health bar. Yeah, not good. Scarab Swarm. Elemental Weakness. Quicksand and Terrified. The wraps apparently... Oh no, stunned? Oh yeah. Now, wait. Okay. Now the attack removes 2 stacks of a random bonus, so the wraps don't count as bonuses for this effect. This is like a special kind of effect. Making a little bit of progress on this guy, but I'm pretty worried about this one. Stunned. Uh-oh. At least we're gonna get a fair few stacks of wraps here. Oh my god, 3 health, he gets a turn. Skeleton? Yes. We have the ability to try to stun this character, but there's no point in it because if it functions, he's just going to waste it. These guys aren't going to be alive by the time he gets another turn, I don't think. So let's just do the bleeding. He's got negative armor, so both of these are a pretty worthwhile investment here. Okay, we could give big solar eclipse here. Nature damage. Wraps and a random blessing to the next group of monsters. Well, it's not super helpful. Let's do the eclipse. I think we'll be able to get them to another morale threshold by the time they get here. And this is gonna heal their morale though. Dang it. Minus 50 morale in the front. Morale is increased by 5% for each stack of wraps. Oh my god. Applies wraps to all monsters in the dungeon. But this is so good. I'm not going to get this guy completely out of here. Which is really helpful. The action economy is important. If we can get one hero out of here, that's 33% of their actions for this next group of monsters. Yes, okay, good. One down, and then she's going to take extra damage. Such a cool trap. God, that thing is terrifying. What is that thing? Oh my god, Abyssal Warrior. She's awful. I love her. Air damage? Well, it's pretty effective. And Demoralize 3. Could try to build that up on her instead of just hitting the front one. Yeah, let's do that. I think we have time. We have time to get a lot of demoralization stacks. Okay, this apparently counts as a penalty. Applies burn 2 to all heroes if the target's life is under 50%. Position behind the target. I guess it's got to be this one for now. Oh, neat. Neat effect. That's really cool. Poor Iron Man. No turns. One health. Yes. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about this. I'm pretty sure Toeris can finish these characters off, no problem. If we get lucky, we'll get some skeletons, and that'll actually help us stall out even more. Oh. Oh!
I know a way to pull your brain out through your nose.
Alright, Scepter of Life gives elemental weakness. Well, it's certainly this one. Nice.
I see. Demons are acting as psychopomps to carry forward your good word. But your reputation might be growing too fast. Our informants report that the Academy of the Logic God have declared a crusade against the instigators of this new pagan religion. Be careful.
I do not understand what she just said. Our informants report that the Academy of the Logic God... Okay, so there's an academy devoted to a god called the Logic God, have declared a crusade against the instigators of this new pagan religion, which are the people, the demons that are worshiping me? Okay, so there are heroes. Okay, I got it. So there are non-monsters, like hero-type people who worship the logic god, and they are going to crusade against me, Toeris, and my demons who worship me. Got it. Okay, sorry. Maybe that was clear to everybody else, but I was very confused by this, especially the second sentence here. Okay, so that's really cool. So we have completed mission number 2 with Toeris.
And I bellowed, "This tomb will be your tomb."
Yes, Toeris.
Not bad, eh?
Yeah, not bad. 43 weeks, we gathered 4,500 gold. That's a hell of a lot of gold. Employees slaughtered 52. Dungeons defended 10. 469 blood and tears, and we defeated 11 with killing and 19 with scaring. That is a lot of resources. That is an incredible amount of resources that we've collected, which is really, really awesome. Got a score of 40,610. I don't know if that's good. Got some more experience.
Come on, bring the sacrifices.
So close. All right, that's really exciting. So let's take a look at what we're going to do in Mission 3. We'll spend our talent points, and then we'll call this episode to an end here, even though it's going to be a little bit shorter than usual. But unfortunately, that mission did come to an end. So let's take a look here. So in the last mission, we unlocked the Sneck Staff here. So it looks like we start with the Sneck Staff. And we also get the Nightmare Mirror right off the bat, which is awesome because that trap is freaking awesome. Looks like we have skeletons this time. Divine Wrath. So we're going to start with the Skeleton Magus. I actually love this monster. The Skeleton Soldier. I try to use this monster and always feel like he's lackluster, so we'll see. Ice Skeleton. I love this one. He just chucks his arm at people. It's a great attack. Skeleton Archer. I love this monster. Actually, you know, I just love all the skeletons. We get one of these crocodile guys with the, like, axe glaive thing, which is pretty cool. Looks like he's got AoE nature, increases penalties, does a little bit of morale, applies bleeding if they're affected by multiple penalties. Okay, we can probably get that because we can get bleeding, demoralization, frostbite. Yeah. And we've got resistances lowered and morale. Yeah, so this guy's got plenty of friends to help him get his bleeding stacks off. We also have the Sneck Staff to start, which does nature damage, applies vulnerable, which is a really good debuff. That just increases damage taken by a lot. This is usually better than elemental weakness, but kind of depends on what the numbers look like. Nightmare Mirror obviously is super fun and it has a really good flat amount of damage. And we start with this artifact, Sekhmet's Scepter. Wraps deal 3% of maximum life per stack instead of morale. So instead of doing 2% maximum morale, we're going to be doing 3% maximum life. That's really cool. That's super cool. And so the reward we get for this mission is the artifact that we actually start with, which is super cool. So we won't see this in other missions probably until we beat this one, or in like the Endless mode or the Ascension mode. Same should be for these. I'm pretty sure you don't see these things until you beat the mission, but I'm not positive. Not positive. So, let's go to the Archivist. Did we get anything? Yeah, there's a few things we haven't seen yet, but we also have quite a few things we've never encountered, which is pretty exciting. Honestly, this is a lot of items. Some of these are probably going to come from missions with the other characters, such as the staff here.
So many ideas!
Looks like... What's this? Oh, mechanical. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so there's probably rewards from these that will give me artifacts.
Torture? It's a
Same here. Oh, we don't have the vampire. Yep.
It is inevitable.
And then Sorrow we finished. We did that actually on YouTube, so you can see that entire playthrough. It's broken up into a couple of chunks, I think, but that's all on my channel. So let's go back to Toeris. Let's take a look at her talent. Since I forgot to spend, we have extra points. Extra gold when a hero flees. I don't think we want that one since we're going into a mission where we're doing damage rather than morale. So we can actually reset the talent tree and get all 5 points. Heroes destroying a sarcophagus lose morale. Again, we're doing damage. Heroes lose maximum morale when entering the Master's room. Master's life increases. That's not bad. Scepter of Life regenerates the Master's life by 1% of the damage dealt. Mummies and the Master have a % chance of starting the fights with wraps. 1. It's not a great chance, though. wonder if there's more Raps-related stuff. I don't see anything else. It's unfortunate. That seems lackluster. 15% chance to have 1 stack of Raps for 3 talent points. Mummies and Masters' power is increased by 3/6 for each stack of Raps they are benefiting from. Well, there is a sort of a multiplicative effect here. Let's take these. Let's see if we can make a little combo out of those. That looks like it could be kind of cool. Do we have ways to get Raps? No. So we have this staff for Raps. We have these talents for Raps, but none of our monsters apply Raps, and none of our traps give Raps. So that's going to be interesting. We have to rely on our... I don't remember if the Disaster Room has a Raps-related thing, but we know one of our spells, the Golthor's Blessing or whatever, does give a couple stacks of Raps to the next group of monsters, so we can get that. We can get a little bit from there, but we're going to be a little bit behind. We're going to have to select for monsters and traps and stuff that can give us stacks of Raps if we want to make good use of this Scepter, which does seem pretty good. I mean, you get as little as 3 stacks of Raps is almost 10% of their maximum health, which is pretty good. So I'm excited to give that a try. So we will look into that on our... Well, actually, I'm not sure. Let me know down in the comments below if you want to see more of this playthrough, if you want me to go back to one of these other characters. I'm on Mission 3 for Toeris, who I'm having a blast with.
So many ideas.
Mission 3 with Engineer. And I'm only on Mission 2 with the Slaveholder. I don't think if I played him for YouTube, I may have only played Mission 1. So, and I've finished Sorrel, but I could always go back and do Ascension mode or Endless mode just for fun to see how far we can go. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below if you want to see any more of one of these characters. Or if you just want me to pick, that's totally fine. And I'll move on with other games in the meantime. And again, thank you everybody so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Please consider liking and subscribing if you're enjoying the content and you want to see more. And I'll see you for my next series.